It went astray.
It's
The whole show got to be turned to a different channel, and nobody knows anything about what's going on anymore. So I'm done. It's over.
Junk.
But I can't move on.
He's having a day, isn't he? Let's talk about Dougo. Let's go interview Dougo.
Double thumb down.
You look like you could just crawl under your bed. Some parts got ordered wrong, or didn't get ordered correctly, or too many guys involved in the whole thing, or I wasn't here to help you, or what happened? What happened? Something happened in the ordering process of the fittings for this hitch here to extend the hydraulic hoses 4 feet. You got the wrong ends ordered or something. There was a miscommunication over the phone, and
I don't know how there could be.
Now we have to wait a week for parts, and we can't unfold our planter.
And
we need to work on our planter.
Maybe they don't need to be hooked up. You just go hit the lever up there, and maybe it'll magically shoot the oil in there.
Yeah, so he's been affixed on that the parts got ordered incorrectly, and it's really ruined your day, hasn't it?
I know who you are down there.
Oh my. What did you guys do when I was gone? Where'd our oil go to?
It's getting a facelift.
What have you done?
We're upgrading. Yeah, we're gonna have quite the setup here now.
What did you... Oh my. Practice tank that we have been learning on before we started the camera up, because we do not want to look like idiots, right? No comment. So this is what it's going to look like once we get it completed. It's got the side mount kit here, which really cleans it up. So basically why we were updating this and wanted to update this was, as I have mentioned before, we wanted more hose reels and pumps for our hydraulic oil, because that tractor there holds 70 gallons of hydraulic oil, and going with 2.5 gallon jugs is just a lot of work, as we've seen him overfill the quad track and spill oil all over the ground. Remember that? So actually, when I posted about wanting to have another pump and hose reel for our hydraulic system rather than just our motor oil, because we go through a lot of hydraulic oil obviously, Farm Chem and Kibble actually work together with these tanks. So if you are interested in any of these tanks, contact your Kibble equipment dealership. If you're not around a Kibble dealership, you can get them on farmchem.com. And also, if you're on farmchem.com, you can get them for 5% less using Larson 5. But the reason that we chose to update it was a better deal just to go with a whole new system than to mess around with trying to rig it up. Because look at how nice this is. You can arrange these all different positions. It's got its own pump bracket here, which you can slide. You can go higher, lower. You can move all of this forward, backwards. You can flip this bracket differently. In our case, obviously, they come with their own stand. We've got our own stand here, but we are using the frame, and they are self-standing on their own. You just screw in the legs into here, and they'll stand by themselves. Also, they have these catch trays. It actually fastens onto the legs, and then you got your own catch basin. But since we have this all rigged up, we aren't going to be using the base other than what it sits on. We are going to be using the legs or the tray, because we already have our tray from our previous setup. Digital meter shuts itself off and everything. It's all electric. Look at that, how fancy that is. On, off. You can preset it to quarts or gallons to pump into your machine.
Holy mother.
Ready?
No, not at all. I'll need to get lower, and if I move, I'll slip.
You got it? We should have used the forklift.
Yeah, we own stuff like that.
What are we gonna do about that?
Pop it off, go to the vise.
Yeah. We're just gonna kind of speed this up as it goes because no one needs to see us tighten 15 bolts and all that. This ain't a how-to video. Each tank we've done just a teeny bit differently.
Teeny bit better.
Yeah, we're improving. We're improving. We lifted that? I didn't think that was too bad. 20 minutes.
Yeah, did they follow that? That all makes sense? Put that where we did and do that like we did?
Yeah, just like that. 50-foot hose reel. 3 gallon per minute pump, if anyone was curious. So we went with 380 gallon because our old 110 gallons were little shy on the bigger jobs, you know?
And you can do 360 gallons total stacked on top
Yeah,
of each,
per stand. Per stand, 360 is the max.
which we'll have after this is up there, 2 180s. Otherwise that one's a 120 up there. Yeah.
Yeah, 120 gallon for our antifreeze. So this is the final clamp of the whole project, isn't it?
Did you want to do the honors?
No, we'll watch you do it.
Scalpel. What if I strip the last one?
No, you're doing it wrong. It needs to be behind there so my knuckles don't get bloodied when I get in here. You know how I come in aggressive sometimes.
So like right here?
Yeah, like that. No,
It doesn't, the color of it doesn't match the color of the
You
hose.
put the
So I'll
hose-
have to paint it later or what?
you put the clamp on the wrong way.
Oh, you want it on the other side.
Yeah, look how I did this one. You see how I did this one? It's the fussiness for me.
You
Is
know,
that
you're
what you're
not
trying to say?
fussy most of the day. Only when I'm doing it. Well, if you cut your knuckle on that,
What if I do it?
I'll put a Band-Aid on it for
Oh, good. Will you kiss it too?
you. You know it. I'll kiss it if there's no Band-Aid. Were we still talking about that?
No. All right, let's try not to catch anything on fire here, but we are going to just tack weld this on just so that they don't move or fall off. The old ones, this thing was designed for our old setup. The C channel actually was the other way on the other brand and sat right in here so it never would fall off. So we're just going to hit this with a little bead just so that they don't tip off or fall off when we're pulling on the hoses and all that. Once it's full, I don't think it'd be a risk, but I don't want the chance of it. So let's do this. There's no fires yet. Everything over here could catch fire, so I'm just gonna sit here for the next half hour and make sure nothing catches on fire. I got the air lines hooked up here. They are air-powered pumps, so I got them all plumbed. I had my mama pick them up from town, and now I get to call Kibble. I think they were gonna come out this Friday. I signed up for the Keep Fill program, so whenever they're in the area, they will stop in and top us off. And so whenever they're in the area, they will come in and they will top us off with 1540 plus 52. So that's the 500 hour oil. We're actually switching from Schaefer's to that oil just because of this Keep Fill program is so great. And then you get set up with this and everything is just going to be so much nicer. So that is why we are going back to deer oil, because you can get 500 hours on deer oil now. I think they've been doing that for a few years. but the reason we started with Schaefer's was because they had 500-hour oil 12 years ago. Also on their Keep Fill program, they bring out more than just engine oil. They can bring out hydraulic oil, antifreeze, DEF. So if you wanted to use one of these for a DEF container, they do offer that with stainless steel inserts for the threads, and then a front mount pump kit for that. So if you're looking for a DEF container, we can hook you up with that also. So anyways, guys, that's enough of the bulk system. That's awesome. I'm excited to use it, and it's going to make life so much easier. And we're going to save a lot of money doing it that way now too. But look what else showed up today. We got our row cleaners for both planters, because what we went through last year with the terrible amount of residue, and we needed row cleaners, and you guys all seen that. And we asked you guys what you use, and the majority of people said Yetters, so that's what we went with. And obviously you're gonna see this being installed here shortly. We're gonna put them on both planters, so we got 60 of them to assemble and get that all plumbed and everything. So you'll see that in a future video. It's gonna be pretty cool to see some of their new stuff they got out and some other cool stuff that's gonna go on there. Obviously, not gonna be today. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time.